Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati and I am your script doctor from Divaza. In this video, we are going to dive deep in one of my best films that have ever been produced in South Africa. I know what you're thinking. You think that the film is Tsotsi? Far from it. You think that it's Jerusalem? Far from it. The film, it's none other than IZULU. Let's dive deep in it. When we talk about Tsotsi, Nagle City, Kabeja, you name all of the South African production, they always fall short to the story of IZULU. Please take note that I'm not saying to the production. The production of IZULU is exceptional, but the story is phenomenal. Something that is very rare in South Africa today. So let's just dive deep in it. All other movies that have been produced in South Africa, they are just situations. They are not stories. IZULU, perfect. So what makes IZULU stand out? Number one, the story of IZULU has been constructed on top of story fundamentals. The story has a structure. Writing chaos has been managed. Most South African script or films, the writers bring chaos into production. And that's a problem. They don't resonate with audiences simply because they have some sort of overlooked the fundamental of storytelling, which is structure. Let's get into IZULU. Do you think that it was by mistake or by fluke that IZULU starts on a certain location and the location changes to a different location, and after the film ends back in the same location? If maybe you don't know, go and search a hero's journey. A hero's journey is some sort of a certain pattern for telling stories. Well, we're not going to dive deep in it, but what it means, it just means that your main character needs to embark on a journey. And then from then, they need to learn new things. And then from then, they just have to come back as a different person. Just go and watch IZULU again. These two kids start, I can say, in rural areas, and they embark on a journey, changing location to the suburb or town, and they have to adapt there, learn new things, make mistakes, and create problems that they themselves they are going to solve. And then guess what happens? They come back to the same location. When they come back, they have changed. What does that guarantees if you adopt that structure? This will create something that is very rare in South African movies, and that is a character arc. Tsotsi doesn't really have a character arc. If it's there, it's not compelling. IZULU has a perfect and a beautiful character arc simply because the story has been constructed out of a structure. Now let's get to my last point about what makes IZULU great more than any other film that has been produced in South Africa. This is the inciting incident. IZULU has an inciting incident. What is an inciting incident? An inciting incident is an event that occurs in a story that disrupts the status quo or the current situation. This means that it has already got, also it has an opening image. What is an opening image? An opening image is the current situation of your main character before embarking into a journey. So meaning that characters don't just embark on a journey. Something must happen that will push them, or just like a rocket, propel them to become better, to a different location, so that they can take this journey. And in this journey, they change. What is the inciting incident in IZULU? I think now that I've explained it to you, it's supposed to be easier for you to some sort of identify. It's an event that happens in the movie. And it happens at a certain specific point before the 15 minute of your own movie in the script, before page 15, not after, not less. It must happen exactly there. Go and watch IZULU LAMI. You will find out that before the 15th minute, an inciting incident happened. And in that 15 minute, these two characters, they are embarking on a journey simply because they are responding to the inciting incident. It changes the current situation. It pushes, it launches the main character to a different journey. Sometimes the journey is not necessarily physical location. Sometimes it might be internal, but an inciting incident is there to push, to propel this guy while he is not ready. These two children, they are not ready to embark in that journey in IZULU LAMI. Now, let's get into the inciting incident. Their mother died. This is something that is not within their control. So it's a call to become great. They are just rural girls. I think according to the movie, Chili Bites called them Fam Julia or something. It means that these guys are dumb and stupid in a way, but not in a disrespectful manner. But it just means that you guys are not from this environment. An inciting incident launches your character or your characters to a different journey. The opening image, they are in rural areas. This is the status quo, what they are used to. An inciting incident happened. Their mother died and they have to embark on a journey. Talk of Jerusalem, that's not a movie, it's a situation. Talk of Gqeberha the Empire, that's not a movie, that is a situation. Talk of Tsotsi, that's not a movie. Tsotsi is a situation because the character, the main character, doesn't create problems. Most South African films, their characters, things happen to them. They are too much victimized. If you look at IZULU LAMI, these guys, something happens to them and it's an inciting incident. They are being launched into the new world. When they get into the new world, they don't become just victims, but they contribute into their own problem. It's very beautiful to watch characters who who they themselves create their own problems. They become relatable. If you are going to have a character where everything happens to them, the story becomes boring because we don't relate to it. Why? Simply because it is a human journey to be black and white. There is nothing that is completely white and there is nothing that is completely black. If you've got your own characters making mistake and see them, and the audiences, they see them trying to fix their mistake, we relate to that. I am Matthew Msingati and I am a script doctor from Timbaza.